Hi everyone, I'm back. So I just had an issue where I couldn't get my keyboard or my controller to work. For some reason it always seems to happen in this game. I don't know why. But I had to go back and reset everything and got it working. It's kind of frustrating when you have to do that, especially when you're just starting a stream. But it is what it is. So I just restarted the stream and we'll go from here. So I had been saying earlier that this is day 48, and I had said that we're going to end this series on day 49, which means we only have 2 days. The second day, day 49, being the Horde. And I'm going to increase the difficulty to the highest level, Insane, so we can see what that's like. I'm sure it's fun. I'll take some of this and I'll top my coffee off. So since that's coming up, we are in need of bullets. I know it doesn't seem like we are, but these, it takes so many of them to kill zombies at this level. I need armor piercing, and I have very few left, if any. In fact, I think they're all gone now, other than the 44 Magnum. I have coal. I need nitrate powder. Fortunately, we have a little nitrate very close to us. So I'm going to start this out by getting some of that, which I know, hey, is very exciting, but it's necessary for the Horde prep. And I'm all about making it real for people so they know what it's really like to play this game. There is a grind to it. You have to gather materials for everything you plan to make. It's just part of the whole process. I'll try to make this as quick and painless as possible. Well, that didn't take long for him to get hungry, did it? We'll give him a spaghetti. And I'll give him some coffee too. Why am I only getting rock out of this? This should be nitrate powder. Stamina seems to be doing okay. We're not really interested in a ton of other stuff, but we need to get out of the way, fucking drones, man. Wish I could hit that freaking thing for getting in my way. I don't know why the AI wants to be right up in your face constantly. It's freaking annoying. other thing that's been really annoying is, even though I have posted my rules for my chat, I am still getting these people trying to sell me shit. And to be honest, I don't trust any of these people that, you know, they're like, let me have access to your account and I'll make your page like amazing. No, that's not going to happen. It may take me a little longer to figure things out on my own, but I will. I'm certainly not going to be a dumbass and give up my account information to somebody I don't know. How much do I have? 4,672. Well, let's gather a little bit more. And I'm also, I think, going to need lead. Because lead means bullet tips. And we do have a little right here, so I might as well take it, and then we'll have some. Convenient that the two things I need are right here in this little hole I made. The one, if you saw my last episode, I drove into by accident after I said, I gotta be careful not to drive into any of these holes I made, and then I drove right into it. And no, that was not planned. And there we go with the stamina again. So let's have some more food. And some more drink. Hey, how's it going? I'm running low on bullets. I'm doing pretty good. I got some little thing going on with my throat, so my voice sounds not so great right now. But I don't feel sick or anything. I'm trying to prep a little bit for day 49 horde, because I'm going to crank it up to insane. And since it's the last day, so we can see what an insane horde is like in vanilla. I know this isn't very exciting, but I needed to get it. gather as much of this as I can, and then I'm going to throw it on the forge. Forges. And go do something fun. It's very cold and rainy here today. But I have a lovely fire going in the fireplace. Damn drones, man, they get in your way all the time. You'd think TFP could do something about that. That sounds nice. It'll be spring here soon, and spring here lasts for about 2 seconds before it becomes almost unbearably hot. Alright, let's get this stuff in the forge. So are you down under in Australia? Because I think you all have your summer when we have our winter. I'm in California. Oh, okay. The leaves don't change color or anything. It's one of the nicest things about here is in the fall, the mountains become a multicolored canvas of colors because all the leaves change and turn different colors. Alright, let's see how much I have. So about 300. It's pretty beautiful here in the winter too. The mountains that are surrounding where I live are all snow-capped, and there's beautiful green pine forests. Lots of rivers. I've lived in places that were like that. It's kind of a difficult adjustment for somebody that's used to having seasons. Our winters are cold and dry for the most part. We do get some rain and snow occasionally. And summer is blistering hot and very dry. I've gotten those too. You learn how to mitigate it I just put liquid up my nose. Alright, well that's fairly evenly distributed. I need bullet tips. Looks like I had clay going in all of these. Well, that's got some lead in it too. I need to make armor-piercing bullets because on insane level, it's just going to be exactly that, insane. And bullet casings in this one. See if I have any brass. I do. And I have some more lead. I'm definitely going to get a screamer here shortly. But I don't care. It'll be fun. Alright, so we have gunpowder going. We have some brass, and we mostly need the bullet tips. Let's see what else we have. I'll dump some of this stuff. Lots of stone, clay. I'm going to put that back. I don't think I really need it right now. What time of day is it? 23. I'm going to take all this stuff to sell it. Probably should repair a few things. Yeah, it increases the cost of, or the price for the ammo or armor by a fair amount, so worth it, I guess. Need to make some more duct tape. Actually, first aid kit, not first aid kits, repair kits. I don't know. I can't think today. What do I do as a hobby? You mean besides gaming? I like to read. I like going into the forest. I also go fishing once in a while with my parents. I don't have a lot of free time anymore. I volunteer at a LGBTQ community center. It's not really a hobby, but it occupies so much of my time. I must have taken a job already. Let's see what it is. Tier 5. Oh, I have to turn in one. That's okay. We can find something to do. It must have been too late. Wait. I do. I forgot to drop my motorcycle off here in case I get killed. Because that has happened a few times. Why do I feel like I'm crouched? Like the point of view of these characters, you'd think they were the size of those hobbits in Lord of the Rings. It's very low.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
The deer got lucky. I don't really need any meat right now anyway, so it's fine. Is that a snake? There's something over here off to the side. I'd like to see what that is, since we have to kill some time before the trader opens. It's not hit any tree stumps or trees. This looks like some kind of military post or forestry station. Naviscane National Forest, so it's a forestry station. Okay. I'm so boring when it comes to languages because I only know English. The schools I went to didn't really offer other languages courses for that. Did you do that by watching? I've heard other people say that they watched movies, American movies, to learn how to speak English. Which, that's got to be difficult. Okay, this is locked, so how do you get in? Oh, come on, try me.
We are not alone.
Back off, Bobby. All right. Oh, I hear a doucher in here. Wow, That's incredible. I just realized that I forgot to take the stuff out of my inventory that I have from the base. Oh, she's a feral. Okay, wow.
My senses have picked up something.
And he face plants. Ham sandwich. Some of these hit boxes are like really hard to get to pick up stuff. I don't see anything up here that I need. Just feels like there's going to be a dog out here somewhere. Okay. That's cool. Honestly, I feel like I don't have time to do anything anymore. The funny thing is, I started streaming because I had a lot of time on my hands, being retired, and I had no idea how much work goes into doing
I've got a bad feeling about this.
But it's been fun. It's quite the journey. A friend of mine that I've been gaming with for years thinks that, well, I make him laugh when we play games together, so he's like, you know, you should be a YouTuber and share your gaming. And I'm like, I don't know if anybody's going to want to watch me play my games. But it's been quite surprising. I love all the support from the community. Not just from people that are watching, but from other YouTubers that reach out and like give me advice, and so that's been cool. I'm gonna dump this stuff. It's all definitely a learning process.
Master, we are not alone.
And I'm still learning. Somebody's not happy back there. Sounds like a crawler. to take that crawler a while to get through that door. Yeah, that's the guy I knocked on already. So are you a gamer too? Or you just like watching the games? I like doing that too. I have some favorites that I've watched over the years. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, there's definitely dogs. Multiple dogs. See if I can see him before I trigger him. Maybe I can get some stealthy kills. Okay. Oh, I do have some. Let's see here. Not looking forward to getting chewed up by a dog. I haven't heard of that one. I have definitely spent many an hour watching people on YouTube and Twitch. That drone scared me. I'm not seeing any of these dogs, but something tells me they're here somewhere. The multiple dog houses, for one. I think it's weird that I haven't triggered any of them yet. Okay, that's a locked door. There's an upper level. Oh, missed that bag. Water. They must want me to go through here.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
One hit. That wasn't too bad. I don't even know why I'm picking up a bunch of stuff, since my series is going to end here shortly. Yeah, that's just not worth carrying. This should be worth a decent amount. Okay, well, that banging is definitely... Oh, she destroyed the loot. Well, you go ahead and do that. Bang on that wall. Yeah, if it's only worth $20, it's not worth... Or 20 dukes, it's not worth keeping.
Master, we are not alone.
Girl, you just keep banging on that. Ooh. Did not see him coming. Did she get through yet? She's trying. Well, welcome back. Oh, I got a couple of them coming up here. Waddle yourself up here, big mama. Okay, well, that's worth a decent amount. Not going to keep that. Not a ton of stuff to loot up here. Take the egg. I have a bunch of feathers. Okay. I was like, how do they want you to get over there? And then... Alright, so you go in through the top and work your way down. Pigeons. Hate those things. Oh, there's a TV on in here. They wanted to make sure that you made sound when you came in here, that's for sure. Broken glass all over the place. I think I have the perk so that you don't make noise. Okay. He was sleeping really hard, and now he's sleeping forever. I don't trust it.
Master, we are You're not alone.
Just making all kinds of noises. I'm liking this. I'm getting lots of magazines I haven't finished the series on. So that's a good thing. Don't need any rotten flesh. More water. More coffee. I knew there had to be more to this place because I saw the hatches outside.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
This isn't very tough, and it's set to the second highest difficulty. But that doesn't seem like a very tough point of interest. What's in the box? Okay, that's not worth keeping. I'll read that for the XP. Okay. Well, this is their end loot. Must not have been a very big POI. Gonna have to make a run to my truck and then come back and get more stuff. Yeah, I'm beyond arrows now. Okay, another magazine we haven't finished the series of. Yeah, nothing terribly exciting. Still find it hard to believe that there's not a bunch of dogs out here somewhere. Because there's like 2 or 3 dog houses. At least 2. Throw some stuff on the truck. Might as well eat these. Get them out of my inventory. Of course, they're going to make me thirsty, so I'll drink some more coffee.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Lieutenant Dan. All right. I think that was it. Well, for as big a point of interest as that place was, it didn't have a whole lot of interesting stuff, and it did it. All right, let's go turn in this quest to the trader. Boy, that last episode, I barely made it out alive. I was shocked that I actually did. I came close to dying multiple times. And I was getting like a screamer after screamer, drawing more and more zombies in. I have looked and looked and looked for the supercharger mod in this game. I'm starting to think that they took it out. Because I haven't been able to find it at any of the traders or any of the regular places that I can find stuff. I have one of those already. Alright, let's go talk to this. My friend calls this guy a cannibal because of the way he talks.
How are you doing this fine day?
It's like he's trying to lure you into a back room somewhere.
Great job. I've got more jobs ready for you.
I'll take that. I don't really need any of that stuff. Take that and the shepherd's pie. All right, let's sell some stuff.
Fortress of Fashion, my friend.
The Fortress of Fashion. Joel, you are an odd bird. Well, we certainly have plenty of money. If he ever has anything that's worth selling or buying.
That's a fine choice you just made.
Yeah. Okay, well, I got some magazines I hadn't finished yet. Lever rifle quality 5. And I'm just going to read these because it's not worth the $40 I would get. Let's see what he has.
Trader Joel's has got the gear to make it happen.
Okay. No magazines I haven't received already or read. And no mod.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I have some paying customers to attend to. If you need coin, this is the best way
I
to
just
get
did
it.
that one.
Laziness is the secret. I'd take the harder jobs. They pay more, and I get a bigger commission. If I had a duke for every job, you got work if you need dukes.
Mortician's house.
How are you gonna get ahead? If you like coin as much as I do, you
That's
should
a
have
fun
of
one,
these
but I've
jobs.
done it like
That's
3 times in this
Remember to buy
series
some armor
already.
if you take this job.
As well as
and I
that
thought
one.
you were the ambitious type. We always need someone to handle the tough jobs.
The Mortician's house.
If the job gets risky, there is no shame in quitting. But remember to take another job. I need those commissions.
Okay, well that's going to be in the destroyed biome. So that should be pretty risky. How many? Okay, well, we're just gonna risk it. Let's go check out the Mortician's house. If I remember right, this is a pretty big house. I think this is it right here. Most definitely. I think I got out of that last place without firing a single shot. That's not bad. Great, I got a cop puking at me already.
Master, you're not alone.
Oh, that would be a bad experience. Yeah, those ferals are no joke, man. Cop didn't drop a loot bag. Good, it didn't respawn the cop. Or did it? Oh, great. I love this thing. Especially with the repulsor mod that throws them across the room.
Incoming enemy.
It's pretty
Prepare for
comical.
conflict.
Come on, Gary, stay down. Finally. That guy just didn't want to die. Well, die again, I guess, since zombies technically aren't alive. Yeah, I thought we had to go all the way up. Oh, it's Lieutenant Dan. Not too hard to deal with. I'll take the glue. Glue means duct tape, and everything in the apocalypse requires duct tape. Get my sneak on here.
Master, we are not alone.
Oh, great. Click. More clicks.
Administering medical treatment.
Come on, man. Everything was unloaded? You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna die.
Trader Jen is just system failure. Shutting down.
Okay, note to self, make sure everything's loaded before you go into a POI. That was my own stupidity that caused that death. Ridiculous. And this is why I leave the motorcycle here. So I can go back. Every single one of my weapons was empty. I think because I had armor piercing ammo in all of them and I ran out. Yep. Okay, lesson learned. Let's see where everything's at here. Okay, that's done cooking. I can't believe I did that. I saw you down there. Alright, well, let's see where we're at over here. let's look at ammo. At least we can get this stuff going while we're off doing our thing. I forgot you needed some. How much is that going to take? I'm going to make 1 box of those. And I'm going to make all the rest a 7.62 for Horde Night. That still doesn't seem like that much. Fortunately, I can make some other stuff. Got lead and iron. I don't remember how much is in a box, 1,000 I think. And we'll just make whatever else we can with that. Still have a fair amount of iron left, but the lead is gone. And I'm going to make I have extra. I'm not too concerned about the coal. If I have extra, I'm going to try to use it to make gunpowder. So and then we'll make the rest in here, which I failed to do with the other stuff, so have to at least get it going, you know. And now we're going to go back and see if we can get our drone and our truck. One thing's for sure, if you're on survivalist mode and you go into a place unprepared like I just did, you are definitely going to die. There's too many ferals and irradiated, which regenerate unless you have a rad remover, which I have on all my weapons. Unfortunately, I didn't have ammo in any of my weapons. I had run out because I had armor piercing in there and it just ran out. I should have checked before I went in. But it is what it is. I think I shouldn't have turned at this road right here. I should have gone up one more. Yep. It goes right around. And we're going to pick that up. I should have put that back in the box. I'm going to go ahead and eat this. That should get us set up pretty good. I hear it. Where is it? Sounds like it's fighting something. Clonk as the drone hits me.
My senses have picked up something.
Much different outcome that time. And I got my little drone back. I see ammo or something in there. A weapons bag. $80. Yeah, that bear out there is definitely chewing on something. I think that's where I was supposed to take that out of. Damn drones, man. They always get in your way. I mean, it's nice to have the medical stuff and all of that. I just wish they didn't, like, block your view. Okay, we can probably get some sneaky kills here. There's a unicorn. And there's a unicorn. And Dedker got one to the side of the head. Okay, it's worth 160. I don't really need either one of those or water. I have plenty. It's just habit to pick them up all the time. I gotta keep reminding myself that This series is going to be ending in a day. Then I'll start something new and interesting. Let's see if I can stealthily take out this wall. I know there's got to be somebody hiding back here. Interesting. I never trust the middle of the floor in these houses. It's a good way to end up on the floor below with surrounded by a bunch of zombies. Well, it didn't end well for this poor dude, did it? I wish I could pick up those lanterns. You know, in the reality of life, you'd be able to. But I guess this isn't reality, so... I don't see any tootsies in there. Oh, we got a few businessmen, though. Let's make some unicorns. There's one. There's another one. They made it so you like get hung up on something over here.
Master, we are not alone.
Okay. Any more? Well, that was interesting. Let me get my arrow. Or my crossbow bolt, rather. That bear is definitely having issues. Click. That is not a sound you want to hear in your game. I'll take the animal fat.
My senses have picked up something.
Oh yeah, it's wheezy out there. Banging on stuff. Toilet pistol? No. What the hell? Where is it? Home run. Okay, so the bear and the zombie are having a disagreement. If you could call it that. It sounds like one of those wheezy dudes is right in my ear. Okay. I think the bear won. Well, I don't think we're going to make this one a unicorn, but we could make them their life very unpleasant.
Master, we are not alone.
That's hilarious. I'm so childish sometimes. Make a little hole. Can't see him. I can hear this guy.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yep. Nurse down. I'll make sure everything's loaded because I'm not going to die again. At least I'm going to try not to die again. Okay, we're going to repair this. I only have one repair kit. No, I have 25. I do not want to blow through a bunch of ammo, though. So where possible, we are going to make unicorns.
Incoming enemies, prepare for conflict.
It was a mercy killing. At least it was quick for him. I always avoid the center of the floor when possible. Going to grab everything real quick and then I'll worry about it later if I run out of space. No, don't scrap those, you dummy. Repair them. You can sell that stuff. love the floating crossbow bolts or arrows when you use them on a cabinet or something. Oh, and lovely, somebody has let themselves in the front door.
Master, we are not alone.
Not quite sure we made a unicorn. I think that was a throat shot. He was trying to be sneaky. Okay, it looks like we're going into the garage. Okay, I see Lieutenant Dan right there. Let's make Lieutenant Dan a unicorn. Okay.
My senses have picked up something.
I think I got a twofer on that one. I got an Arlene and a... Who was the female robot voice? I don't know. I am having a little bit of trouble with my throat today. So who knows? Maybe it was me sounding like that. Oh, it's the drone. Yeah. If I was playing Afterlife, I wouldn't be eating these. I would need them for blue dye to make the map so you could see where you've been. Okay, we got a few bags up here. Just try to fill in some gaps. I don't trust being able to jump here. So let's try this. And then put one there. That's annoying. Okay, I think those are preacher boots. Yep. Pair those. I'm gonna scrap this. Got a duffel with some rotting meat in it, which I don't need because I have a garden. Afterlife is a mod for 7 Days to Die. It is the extreme version, one of the extreme versions of this game. It is probably one of the most difficult games I've played in a very long time. Everything's a struggle. You struggle for basic needs, water and food. There is so many zombies in the world, just an incredible amount. They wander around in continual wandering hordes. It's worse at night. And when you first start out, you kind of just have to hide out and hope that they don't find you. And it's pitch black. The nighttime, it's not like 7 days. And even if you adjust the settings for your visual stuff to like the highest brightness, it is still so dark you can't see your hand in front of your face. I'm doing it in another series. I didn't realize I was infected.
How may I assist you?
You can give me some honey, or this'll work. There we go. You missed it a little earlier because, like an idiot, I started doing this POI without checking to see if my weapons were loaded. And I had run out of armor-piercing ammo and didn't realize it. So I had none of my guns were loaded. I had used all of the armor-piercing ammo up. So when I went to fight the zombies with the gun, I just got click after click after click. Which was kind of funny, but it made pretty quick work of me. I was getting tag teamed by a couple zombies. A cop and a feral. I vaguely remember this POI. I know I've done it before. We're doing the Mortician's house. We're gonna eat the kitty chow.
Master, we are not alone.
Okay, there's a biker, I believe, on the floor over there. Maybe we can make him a unicorn. Well, that sucks. Okay, let's make Wheezy a unicorn first. And then can we make Gary one? Well, I didn't even see Bertha. Girl, ain't nobody want to see those panties. You gotta wash them things. These zombies showing you the dirty ass drawers. Yuck.
My senses have picked up something.
I imagine it's that bear trying to get in here. Like I said, let me see. I'm going to craft a few. So I want to fill this gap. Especially if that bear is in the house. And I want to plug this hole. At least with some spikes. Make it a little harder for the bear to get at me. I got plenty of wood. I'm going to make a couple more. I like how they take you through the entire house
I've got
little
a bad
by little,
feeling about this.
working your way around here and there. Wow, that bear sounds like they're right next to my ear. I never trust this shit where it looks like it's too easy. It always is. That's when you know something's going to pop out at you. Did I close that door up there? I don't think there was a door to close. Let's see what's in the little tunnel here. A box with some machete parts. Yeah, that Afterlife series, I've been on the struggle bus with that thing. But I finally was able to find, because you need more than one cooking pot. You have to have one to cook your food and one to make water with. And the distiller, I forget exactly what they call it, but that's basically what it is. Because all the water in the world is dirty, infected water. You can get water from sinks and toilets. Hello. How are you today? But the boiling process, the processing to make water, it's ridiculously long. It takes like hungover as heck. Well, at least you had fun, right? I don't do hangovers anymore.
Master, we are not alone.
The older you get, the harder it is to recover from that stuff. Okay, well, she seemed to have gotten stuck in the doorway. I think they tell you to drink a lot of water because alcohol dehydrates you. And so that way you're not dehydrated the next day, which can make more severe headaches. And that's just me talking from like the little bit of medic training that I had in the military. which, believe me, I spent many a day hungover when I was in the military, but I was very young. Okay, let's make a unicorn out of the doctor there. And it sounds like we got a
My
Weezer.
senses have picked up something.
Stay down, bro. So rude, these zombies. They want to touch you and stuff. That's also how I found out that I was allergic to hops. Because I was getting violently ill every time I drank beer. And I didn't realize until later that a problem I was having was I was allergic to the beer because it's made with hops. And I have an extreme allergy to hops. Which part of me finds funny because you have to find, and if you want to fill all of the challenges, you have to find hops. So I would actually have to touch them. Which, if I did that in real life, I would swell up like crazy. I think I'm going to have to run out to the truck. I'm not even close to the inlet yet. And I can't carry everything. Yeah, I'm gonna run out to the truck. I don't really have a choice because my inventory is chocked full of stuff. Oh, I missed that. Some bear zombie conveniently tore the door off for me. Could have been the bear. I'm going to stick the extra money on there for now too. Everything I don't really need. I'm going to keep the motorcycle on me though in case I get killed again. I think I have some pretty intense fights coming up. Yeah, that gives us a little bit of space. So I'm approaching the day 49 horde, which is going to be my last day in this series. And we're going to crank it up to the highest level, insane, and see how that goes. Because we all know, cranking up the difficulty always works out so well. Come on. Oh man, you're not going to let me break those. What about this side? Okay, we got a Karen right there. I can't believe I missed that shot.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
Oh, we got a lot. Let's get where we have a little more room. Click. I love when it clicks. Oh, come on, let me jump. Get off me.
Seem to require first aid.
Bandage. Well, that was intense. Where are you, Droney? Okay, well, I don't have a cast. Or a splint. I have no iron. I can fix my laceration. They did. If only I could have got that my little robotic turret down sooner. Let me fill him back up. I didn't even notice I got a bag. Well, let's repair that. Love the duct tape. I don't like the fort bites. They dry you out. It just saps your water. Oh, I don't have enough cloth. Well, we can fix that. Since we have some cloth right here. Alright, where are we at now? I still am one cloth short. Here we go. Stupid drone, man. Thing is so annoying. I'm gonna grab some more cloth. Because if I can, I want to make a couple of splints. That way I can put one on my drone. Great. And the other one can go in here. Okay. Let's see what other mayhem we can get into. I know that's not all of them. They're going to drop out of the ceiling in here. Let's be prepared for this. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but... Well, what do you know? The payoff. Let's see if it was worth it. Boy, this one's being stubborn. 6 lockpicks already. 7. There we go. Well, that we can sell. That we're going to just read for the XP. That's not too bad. And I got all my lockpicks back, so I'm not going to complain. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. I pretty much have no room left. One more space. Okay, that's worth a good amount of money. That's only worth XP. Keep that. Read that. Take the steel bar. Well, what do you know? We had just enough space to go through all of that. But we still have one more room over here on the other side that's going to have a little bit of stuff in it. That's just habit for me to do that. Grab stuff I don't want, pull it out. That way I know I looted everything already. What's in the box? I don't care about the die. Okay. It's usually a cop sitting right there when you pop out of the hole. If I was trying to play Afterlife, I don't know if I could get through the whole POI. It'd be very difficult because you're constantly under attack. So you either have to hide or find another way to get to the loot or whatever you're trying to get. Maybe. All right, that got rid of some of the stuff. Is that all the stuff I wanted to sell? No, there's a golden nugget. I don't see any silver ones. Yeah. All right. Now back to the creepy Joel. It usually doesn't take me that long to pick a lock. It was just being stubborn. I can't believe I've never found the supercharger mod for this. For my truck. It's so slow.
Armor is selling like hotcakes today. I'd buy whatever we have left if I were you. If you buy now, I'll even give you a special discount on your next purchase.
Joel, you're a very creepy dude. I'm just saying. You're a little overly friendly. I had some cash too. I must have left it on the truck. Yeah, I don't need any of this stuff. Oh, there's cash. One more day in this series. And then I'm going to continue playing Afterlife mod for this game. And I'm going to be starting a new series. Well, not new to some people, but I've never played The Last of Us 2, and the remastered version comes out, I believe, on the 3rd of April. So I'm going to play that. I have lots of robotic parts. Well, let me see. Resources. It's got steel, iron. I should get the rest of my money out of the truck if I'm going to buy something. $150 gunpowder. Nitrate is cheap. Okay, he has some armor-piercing ammo. That'll save me making some of it. I wish he had some armor-piercing shotgun ammo. Don't really need the 9mm. I don't know what the difference. Range damage 52. So it's
thank you.
5 less than the armor piercing. Joel, you know you didn't have another customer. I'm the only one. All right. I didn't get another job from him because I've done those so many times. Why is that? I must have. Yeah, let's take that off. I don't need that on there. 3 Trader Joel's right there on the map. Ridiculous. I only found 1 Jan up here. If there was another one, I didn't find her. I'm gonna dump stuff at the base and then find something interesting to do. We're close by the base, so this won't take very long. I know there's a Grover High over here. I think I've pretty much done everything in this little town where I spawned in at. Yeah, we've done all of these POIs over here, except the Grover High. That's because there are multiple Grover Highs on the map, and I've done them so many times that it just gets tedious after a while. I must have put the gas up by accident. Gotta remember to put that back in my inventory so I can gas up the truck. Alright, first things first. Dump some stuff. Yeah, I don't think I need to pick up any more sham sandwiches. That's absolutely ridiculous right there. Anything else? Forgot to sell that. Pardon me, I have a little barky butt at my door. What? Come on. That's my cousin's dog. When he decides he wants to visit, he wants in right then. So he'll stand at my door and bark if I don't let him in. He's just a little guy. It's a Chihuahua. Huh, Chasey? Yeah, he's a good boy. He is. He's an old boy. He's almost 15 years old now. Chase, you want to say hi to everybody? go. There you are. Here. So here he is. Just a little guy. I don't think he likes it being on camera. Yep. That's why they get away with murder in my house. I have another one right here. This is Mila. She's a sweetie. I try to give them the best life possible. They're both as sweet as can be. Okay, we have more gunpowder. I want to have a maximum amount of ammo for Horde Night. Yep. See where we're at over here. Still cooking. Okay, that one's done. And that one's done. No need to waste resources if we can help it. Did I get that? I did. Good. So that's another 300. So we should be pretty good for Horde Night. Put some of this stuff away. This goes in here. I missed the shell casings. All right. I don't want to use this ammo until Horde Night, so I'm going to put that away. And I'm going to put that away because all that stuff's for Horde Night. Yeah, that's my machete. I'll stick it in here so I don't accidentally sell it. What does it take to make a cast? I wish they still had the do I make it in this? Medical. Plaster cast. Cloth fragments, cornmeal, crushed sand, and water.
Master, we are not alone.
Yeah, I figured douchers was going to show up at some point. Okay, let's make some plaster casts. That was a weird sound. Could be. Oh, that's my DP, my dick puncher. Keeping them away from pounding on my door. But I'll come and say hello. Oh, I need to repair that. It's got a fair amount of damage. Oh, he's kind of PO'd now. And now he's done. Steel and this. That is a fair amount of damage right there, which I think I do myself by using the shotgun. It helps to have concrete when you're repairing stuff. Repairing concrete anyway. Clonk. The drone clonks me every time I walk by. All in all, the damage wasn't that bad. I thought I had already done this, but apparently I did not. I know I saw something that needed repaired there. It's probably that block, which I don't care if they take it out. Okay, enough distractions. Stick that in there, that and that. Tidy up my box. One thing I learned about playing Afterlife is if you look up in the rain, you get a small amount of water. So if you stand there, I guess, with your mouth open, you get a little moisture.
My senses have picked up something.
Kenny, don't try it. It's not very much, but it's such a struggle for water in the game that getting moisture anywhere is a good thing. Getting some water in your system. Grumpy's Pub. I did that. I thought it was going to be harder than it was. That's why I started playing the mods. You get to the point where you've played a game so much that it becomes too easy. And I really like this game. I just wish there were more updates and add-ons and things. But I've stuck with it for a long time. That's a big old mountain right there. We are going to mark that and cut across to it. Because I want to go see Jen and see what jobs she has available.
Master, we are not alone.
Go around this house. Interesting that it didn't come up what the house was. Maybe it's one of those POIs that doesn't have any zombies. Come on. Not too much farther. Truck's still in pretty good shape. We've made it to our marker. Come on. Heal. I don't know why they made the traveling so difficult in this game. They put like all these water traps all over the place, and cliffs and roads to nowhere. Any city planner that designed towns and cities like the Fun Pimps have, that's a building, would have been fired because the flow is terrible. That didn't take too long. Here we are at the ever-pleasant Jen. I did unload the whole truck. I didn't. That's okay. I didn't realize it was getting so late in the day.
Oh, bad news. Medicine's getting low, so you should stock up while you can. Take your time looking.
Pretty much the same line that Joel gave me. All right. I can't believe I'm going to go through the whole series and not find a supercharger mod. I have all that stuff. She doesn't have any armor-piercing ammo either.
Maybe next time I'll have what you need.
Let's see what
I
you
need
got.
someone who's willing to get there.
Just did that.
It takes some nerve to I've got a bit of a problem. Can you help me out? Aw, come on. The Duke's gonna... I would love to give you a job. Oh well, check back soon. I think I've got a job or two.
These are all massive.
You know, I've heard that you can harvest landmines with a wrench. You know, I always admired a hard... Money doesn't grow on trees. If you do this for me, I will never forget
Close
you.
encounters gun range. I don't know
Whoa,
where
this is a
that.
dangerous one. Try not to get radiated.
Okay. So that's very close to where she's at here. I don't know why I'm even looking at that stuff. I'm going to be ending the series in the next day after the horde. I'll do another one later on, but I'll probably do one of the other mods. Maybe something that's not so terrifying as Afterlife, because, oh my goodness. That thing is crazy. I think we're going to come out the front. I don't remember. I know I've done this one before, and there is a lot of zombies in it. And I forgot to get gas. So we'll put that gas in there. Still, gas-wise, I think we're doing pretty good. Yeah, 82%, so it's all good. Somebody's dreaming. Clonk. Thought for sure somebody'd be in here to drop on me.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay. Well, Gary got us charged up for whoever comes next. Okay. I'll read those for the XP. I'm going to leave all of that stuff behind. We just don't need it anymore. No toilet pistol. No bueno. And you're a unicorn. Off with his head. Yeah, I got a feeling that I'm not going to be alone in here. I don't think I really need any of this stuff. Alright, skip all that shit. Anything good in the cooler? That's good.
My senses have picked up something.
Get stuffed, dude. You too. Both barrels. You kind of look like somebody I'd see at a gun range. Alright, man. Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. We'll take ammo. See if there's anything good up here. Commando gear. Scavenger boots. It's crazy, we're almost completely full already. Quick truck run. Take all this stuff. Where are you on bandages and stuff? Do I have any bandages on the truck? I do. Make another one. And then I'm going to take half of these and put them up here. Because that's the drone's go-to for fixing you. Surprised birds aren't attacking me right now. What do I have on me? Hey, how's it going? I might be up for that.
You're not alone.
Well, we didn't quite make Gary a unicorn, but I didn't even see him here. He blended in so well. Really, this guy is always hungry. But Gary, I made you a unicorn. You're special now. How many arrows will it take? Give me my arrows back, fool. Once in a while I find the ones where I missed. Still hovering in the air. Okay, well, I know this next section is much larger and has a lot of douchers in it. Let's wake somebody up. It didn't even make a boom. What the heck, man? Silent explosives? I call BS. Really? Let me look at my stats here. I have 2 points available. How am I on parkour? Imagine to up this, it's probably 2 or 3 points right now. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And my next skill point, I guess I'll put into Parkour Master.
My senses have picked up something.
That's right. Die, Karen. Yeah, you take that spike, like, what is that deer doing in there? Come on.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
Well, that guy was persistent. And he ruined my place to stand. Finally. Still have a doucher up there. Where's my sniper rifle?
Master, we are not alone.
Okay, well that took out the whole pole. I see one up there. Got some outside douchers over there. I'm going to put this down right here just in case I need to retreat. I'm sure I got a few stragglers left to pick off. Okay, scrapping for fun. These I can just read. Get more XP than you get dukes, so why keep them? All right.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for
Yeah,
conflict.
I see him. Well, that wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Although we still have douchers trying to get in here. Rad remover. Oh, that's a screamer. Poor guy, he's stuck. Well, you guys have fun.
Master, we are not alone.
Because we're out of here. If I can drive, we're out of here. Scream all you want, Screamer. Not dealing with you. Where is she? Am I going the right way? No. She is this way. Oh, that was fun. Almost hit Bambi in the road. All right, my friends. Well, I've been streaming for a few hours now. So I think I'm going to call this one here. And we'll pick up tomorrow for Horde Night. And it'll be my final one for this series. And we're going to crank the difficulty all the way up to insane. And see what that's like. So thanks for coming by and joining me. Always a pleasure. And I hope you all have a very good day, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you watch this. So take care.